Oleksandr Usyk is now 2-0 against Tyson Fury, who thinks he was robbed.
Fight my heart out and do the best I can. But again, I'll always believe until the day I die, I won that fight.
Did Tyson really win that fight?
Fury, and I've got to be totally honest, the right man won.
Let's break the fight down and see who really won. The fight was arguably one of the most important fights in boxing history, as Usyk and Fury, both being the best current heavyweights, fought again after a close first fight, which the Ukrainian won as well. Even then, Team Tyson wasn't happy.
I say, close fight. Could have nicked it, couldn't have, whatever. Could have been a draw, who knows? But I haven't got the decision. I'm not going to cry about it. We'll regroup. I'll have an holiday, go home, speak to the wife and kids, and we'll see. I'll see what I want to do.
Others who gave everything they could. Unfortunately, Oleksandr couldn't come to the press conference. He's gone to the hospital to have his jaw scanned because they feel he may have broken it. Tyson obviously had a problem with his nose, which I think he just lost his concentration for a moment. In that, up till then, it was like he was giving a boxing lesson. But Oleksandr, warrior of the years, came back into it and he had that big round, and that was it. But I thought Tyson, I generally agreed with the judge to give it to Tyson. I know everybody will say, well, you would say that. But I did feel he won it.
In their previous fight, which took place in May, Usyk shocked many by wobbling Fury and outboxing him to secure a division victory. So, Fury entered the rematch with a burning desire to reclaim his spot.
For the fight Saturday night, I'm going to end him. End his career, this will be. You'll never hear of Oleksandr Usyk again after this.
However, what unfolded in the ring told a tale of superior boxing craftsmanship, overpowering size, technique, power, and particularly discipline, which was a major reason Fury lost.
Fine. First of all, when Fury took his shirt off, I was a little concerned.
Last time he was 260 or 250 or something. He put on a lot of weight. He looked so fat and just skinny fat. Just fat.
Fury entered the fight a staggering 55 pounds heavier than Usyk, tipping the scales at 281 pounds. His fatty midsection raised eyebrows, especially for a fighter whose conditioning and movement are crucial to his unorthodox style. Fury's size has always been a weapon in the division, and it's allowed him to lean on opponents and sap their energy. However, in this fight, it became a liability because carrying that much weight not only slowed him down, but also impacted his endurance as the fight progressed. Usyk, on the other hand, was lean, agile, and built for efficiency. His movement and stamina have been the hallmarks of his success over the years, and those attributes were on full display as he darted in and out of Fury's reach, exploiting openings with precision. The opening rounds were so well contested, with both fighters engaging in fast-paced exchanges that had the crowd on its feet. Fury looked sharp early on, as he utilized his jab and mixed in body shots with well-timed uppercuts. His game plan of working on the body was obvious, and it did slow Usyk down and set up power shots later in the fight. However, Fury's precision wasn't there, and many of his punches simply missed their mark. Maybe that's because Usyk began targeting Fury's body with sharp jabs and straight lefts, systematically lowering Fury's guard.
I think he was prepared good. Usyk was good prepared, and he can beat him more, a lot more, but just maybe Fury was changed something.
The Ukrainian's tactical approach was reminiscent of a chess master dismantling his opponent piece by piece. By attacking Fury's midsection, Usyk not only scored points, but also paved the way for looping hooks and overhand lefts, which made a huge impact on the scorecards later in the fight.
I think Usyk pulled it off in the second half of the fight. Usyk comes out strong in the second half of the fight. I didn't see Tyson use many jabs. I didn't see Tyson use his distance, and therefore we saw the outcome. And Usyk deserves it.
As the battle wore on, Fury's extra weight and the problems it carried became increasingly evident.
I think the first rounds were close. Tyson had a few of the middle rounds, but I think the back stretch, the last six, I think Usyk pretty much had all of them. Thought it was not as great of a fight as the first time, but you could see that both men really respected each other. They were both trying not to give too much away, and when they started letting the hands go, then the fireworks came. But but then it was a bit too late.
While he remained active and competitive, Fury's punches lacked the snap and accuracy needed to hurt Usyk. On several occasions, Fury unleashed powerful uppercuts aimed at Usyk's chin, but the Ukrainian's head movement and footwork rendered those efforts ineffective. Usyk's ability to dictate the pace and control the ring was nothing short of masterful. He circled Fury, darting in and out of range, and frequently landed combinations before slipping away from danger. Usyk landed more punches while throwing fewer, and that just proved his superior accuracy and timing.
Usyk just seemed to close out the rounds a bit stronger. Usyk was a bit smarter than that. He just seemed to work the last minute, last 30 seconds of the rounds. And remember, in these close fights, long, hard fights, the judges remember mainly what they seen in the last part of the round.
In the latter stages, Usyk took his performance to another level, demonstrating why he's considered one of the best boxers of this generation. While Fury was as game as he always is, it was Usyk who consistently landed the cleaner and more impactful shots. Usyk hurt Fury on multiple occasions, though not as dramatically as in their first encounter's infamous 9th round. Fury's toughness was on full display as he absorbed significant punishment without folding, but Usyk's bodywork and calculated attacks to the head kept the larger man on the defensive. The final rounds showcased Usyk's ability to close out fights with precision and composure. He remained active, landed combinations, and evaded Fury's desperate attempts to swing momentum in his favor, but of course, to no avail.
To his credit, he did a much better job, but Usyk does what he does.
Yeah, it was a fight. Yeah, Fury showed up. Yeah, Fury should hold himself proud. He should be happy with his performance, but it just wasn't enough to get the job done.
When the final bell rang, there was little doubt about the outcome. All three judges scored the fight 116 to 112 in favor of Usyk, which was about right.
What we saw went to the judges' scorecards. I thought it would be Oleksandr Usyk, and of course I was correct. Because he was the better boxer, he did the more damage.
For once, boxing's often criticized judging system delivered a verdict that matched the action in the ring, and that's a huge positive to take from the fight. Fury, however, thinks he was robbed. Well, you gotta say something to save face, right? Nevertheless, the victory solidifies Oleksandr Usyk's status as the best heavyweight of his generation, and easily one of the greatest of all time. A former cruiserweight champion who has conquered the heavyweight division, Usyk's achievements are a testament to his legendary skill set. The man outclassed Fury not once, but twice, despite significant physical disadvantages like height, weight, and reach, and he quite literally has nothing left to prove. Yet, it's highly likely that he'll test himself against Daniel Dubois, a man Usyk has already knocked out.
Done everything, but it's my time now. I want to be the next man.
For Fury, the path forward is less certain. He remains one of the sport's most talented and marketable fighters, but consecutive losses to Usyk raise questions about his place in the division. Will he seek redemption through a string of victories, or will he consider stepping away from the sport that has defined his life?
In the back, most guys are counting their money. I'm safe. I fooled the world and I won. That was not Tyson's stance. He had the eye of the tiger. What if that tiger's going to come back?
The champion Usyk. But I'd love to see Tyson Fury fight Anthony Joshua next. If he still wants to fight, he is older. I'd love to see him fight Anthony Joshua next. Like, this is the fight you make him.
It'll be interesting to see how things unfold in the future. What do you make of Tyson Fury's comments? Was he really robbed, or is he being a little bit delusional? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.